Back on the ice.
Great, yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, it's good to be back in Winnipeg and excited for Penticton.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it'll be a little bit different this time around than development camp, where it was just kind of go through the flow of things. Now this is maybe a little more exciting for you guys?
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely really exciting, I'd say, not only for myself, but for everyone here. It's just a great opportunity, and yeah, we're really excited to get going in Penticton.
And of course, you're healthy now, too.
Yeah, that's another big thing, and yeah, it feels great. It feels awesome. I put in a good summer of training, and like I said, I'm excited for the games this weekend.
What are your goals in particular, like personally, going into Penticton?
I think the biggest thing for me is just play my game and stick to my game. Obviously, coming back from an injury, it's not easy by any means, but if I can improve each game and show bits and pieces, I think that's going to be really important, and the biggest thing is just work as hard as I can.
Are you tired of talking about injuries?
You know what, a little bit, I'd say, yeah. I don't want to lie. For sure, I mean, it's obviously unfortunate, the injuries I've had, and I mean, I don't think anybody wants it for their careers, especially, you know, at this young age for me, but I mean, I've taken it in stride. I feel like I've really matured from it, and, you know, at the end of the day, there's nothing you can really do about it besides move forward.
Take us through last season a bit, if you don't mind. Revisit it, just from the highs that you had and then the low of, you know, the injury and
yeah, I mean, I'd say from the start, I mean, getting the opportunity to play with the Manitoba Moose was obviously huge for me, and not only my confidence, but development-wise too. And then I thought I had a good World Juniors. It was solid. You know, we won the bronze there, which was awesome. Then obviously going to Portland, I feel like I was really getting a lot of confidence in my offensive game more than anything. And then obviously unfortunate injury with my shoulder, and I mean, pretty upset when that happened, you know, back-to-back years with that, and a little disappointed as well, but I mean, there was nothing I could do besides rehab it, get the surgery, and try to come back as best as I can.
How is it?
It's awesome. Yeah, it's feeling great. Yeah, now it's feeling good, 100%. Yeah.
I'd like to say it's not your first major one, right?
Yeah.
So what was your last one? Was it a knee or ankle? Or?
Ankle. Yeah. Ankle surgery,
It was
yeah.
bad, right?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
You had to like relearn a lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've had, now knee surgery, ankle surgery, and shoulder surgery. So, I mean, there's a lot of things there for sure. But, I mean, I'd say the biggest thing is just taking it in stride and looking back on those experiences and being the best I can.
When was the knee?
That was draft year, so
Wow.
3 years ago, 2 years ago.
Back to back.
Yeah, 3 years.
How have you dealt with each one? Like, how do you deal with it as they keep happening? What's going through your mind?
I think the first one was really tough to deal with for sure, because I'd say that was probably my toughest one. I couldn't walk for 3 months and those things, but I'd say as far as that goes, getting through that, I felt like whatever injuries come my way, I could really get through anything, and you know, the ankle and the shoulder is just a part of it. It is what it is. Hopefully I can stay healthy for as long as possible here and play some good hockey.
Yeah, should we call you Dr. Lucius?
Yeah, maybe.
Is there a feeling almost that the universe maybe owes you a good run here of karma? And
I don't think so. I mean, you know, I think life in general is pretty unfair. Anybody could say that, but I think, you know, it's not the ups and downs of it. You know, it's kind of what you do with it. And you know, the biggest thing for me is just, you know, I've had those lows, but now kind of building myself back up and being the best player in person I can be.
right. What's the goal for a weekend like this? You play 3 games. Obviously, the competitor in you would no doubt love to go out and win all 3 games, but is it more about wins and losses this weekend and just what it means to you guys?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you obviously want to win. You know, we want to win the 3 games, just like any other team there. But yeah, it's about that for sure. Coming together as a group, and then also, you know, everyone playing their best hockey possible as a team, I think, is a big thing. And you know, guys showing their skill sets as well.
And maybe trying to get some momentum that you'd carry over next week into main camp?
Yeah, absolutely. That'll be huge for sure. And yeah, I'm like I said, I'm looking forward to those games just to get those kind of under my belt before main camp.
Chaz, if you could talk, do you have any indication whether you're going to be playing wing or center?
In Penticton? Yeah, center. Yeah, I'll be playing center.
We've been talking a lot about the second line center role being open with the Jets. I mean, is that somewhere you think you could maybe fit in, whether it's now or down the road?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully that's always the goal, is to play for the Jets for sure. But I'd say the biggest thing, you know, for me is just taking it one day at a time right now and seeing how everything goes and plays out. And obviously I'm going to give it my best shot, just like everyone here, and see what happens with that.
What's the biggest thing you took from attending your first training camp at the NHL level that you can take into this one?
Yeah, I'd say just the confidence level of it, now that I know how it works, how everything goes, meeting-wise, all that stuff, how the camp is, how tough it is. I think that's a big thing, and that was something this summer that I was kind of preparing for coming into it, and just the overall confidence level of just being myself and, you know, letting that kind of take the way, and then in that case I'll play better hockey.
I wonder if that's one of the best things that could happen to you this season would be to have a real nice, strong run of health, play an impact role, whatever level you play. Like, how are you sizing up maybe the opportunity to just sort of step into yourself and feel like your best self heading up, moving forward?
Yeah, big time for sure. I mean, this is the first summer that I've had where I've really truly been able to train the whole entire summer, which is big on the ice, because obviously last year with my ankle surgery I wasn't able to skate the whole summer. So I mean, going off that was big. Just skating, training, having a full summer of that, I think it's huge. And then just being myself here and being confident in my abilities and my capability.
What's it like to get the first few puck touches with what looks like a pretty exciting couple of line mates?
Yeah, it's awesome. Those are two great guys, Chipperkov and Barlow for sure. I'm looking forward to playing with them in the first game, and it should be really exciting.
When your game is right, what does it look like? And does that include points?
Yeah, I'd say the biggest thing with that is, I mean, sure, points come, I think, when you're doing the right thing. I think that's always the case. But I think for me, it's playing a 200-foot game, being aggressive, hard on pucks, and I think those things will come as a second after that, as long as I do those things.